Before we begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how the most terrifying things in life don't announce themselves? They don't scream. They don't chase. They don't threaten. They wait. They wait for you to look away. They wait for you to scroll past. They wait for you to say, "Not my problem." This story isn't about monsters, or villains, or disasters. It's about something far worse. A choice that felt too small to matter. And the moment everyone realized, it mattered too much. At exactly 9:17 a.m. on a quiet Tuesday morning, a red button appeared in the center of the public library. No witnesses. No cameras catching the moment. No explanation. Perfectly clean. Just there. Almost respectful. Perfectly round. Beneath it was a handwritten note taped carefully to the table. "Please do not press this." No logo. No warning symbols. No explanation. Which somehow made it worse. The library was filled with ordinary people doing ordinary things. And none of them knew that their day had already ended. Elliot Finch noticed the button first. Elliot specialized in ignoring discomfort. Unread emails. Missed calls. That strange noise his car made every morning. Ignoring things made life quieter. He stared at the button and felt that familiar instinct rise up. If I don't engage, it can't become my responsibility. Nearby, Mrs. Davenport watched from her chair. 40 years of teaching had taught her one thing above all else. Children weren't reckless. They were curious. Adults were worse. Adults knew better, and still chose to look away. Across the room, Jay pretended to read a book upside down. Jay had grown up learning that attention was dangerous. You were safe if you were invisible. The button blinked. Just once. Jay swallowed. "Nope," he whispered. "Absolutely not." And still, no one touched it. The mistake wasn't pressing the button. The mistake was assuming nothing would happen. Elliot leaned closer. Mrs. Davenport reached out instinctively. Jay sneezed, and the button was pressed. K. Silence. Then the voice. Not loud. Not angry. Calm. Measured. Certone. "Thank you. The observation period has ended." Every screen lit up. Every phone vibrated. The same message everywhere. Rule number 1, what you ignore, gross. A low hum filled the building. Not from the speakers. From the walls. At first nothing felt dangerous. That was the trick. A man ignored a flickering light. It burst. A woman ignored a buzzing phone. It screamed louder. A crack in the ceiling widened when no one looked at it. Elliot noticed something worse. The button had grown. Barely, but undeniably. Mrs. Davenport's voice shook. "That's not possible." The speakers clicked on again. Suddenly, everyone was staring. The button pulsed. With each heartbeat in the room, the door slammed shut. Locked. The hum grew louder. And then the screens changed. The screens showed them, not just the library, the world. People walking past accidents, unread warnings, ignored messages, silenced voices, disasters that began as whispers. The voice returned. "This is not a test of courage. This is a test of care." Jay felt sick. This thing, it feeds on neglect, doesn't it? Silence. Then, neglect is a form of choice. The button grew larger, closer, like it was leaning toward them. Elliot's hands trembled. "This isn't about stopping it, is it?" The voice answered. "No." Mrs. Davenport stepped forward. "Then what do you want?" The lights dimmed. The final rules appeared. Notice. Listen. Act. Jay whispered. "What happens if we don't?" The hum stopped. That was worse. They didn't touch the button again. They talked. Listened. Helped. They addressed what they'd been avoiding. Inside the room. And inside themselves. The button shrank. The walls quieted. The screens went dark. Finally, the voice spoke one last time. Observation complete. The button vanished. The doors unlocked. You've seen it too. So if something feels small, uncomfortable, easy to ignore, ask yourself one thing. The library returned to normal. Most people forgot. That's how it survives. But sometimes, late at night, Elliot still checks his desk. Mrs. Davenport reads warning signs twice. Jay never ignores a blinking light. It moved. Into choices. Into moments you tell yourself don't matter. Because the button didn't disappear. And now that you've heard this story, how big has it already grown?